Okay. Hello world, it's me Hans from Project Lights Out, and this is a very fast live stream. I mean, I haven't had time to create an event. Just now live, of course, this video will be on YouTube forever, and if you like it, you can share it. So yeah, let's start that thing here. I have a guest, a very special person, which I want to introduce you, and the best way is that he does that by himself. So, hello Dylan, you're alive now. Who are you?
I'm Dylan. I'm the host of the Truth Speaks Network.
Okay.
On YouTube. We're going to be starting our first show very soon. And I'm glad to be talking with you.
Thank you. Thank you that you're here. Okay, maybe many people they don't know who you are. I mean, tell us about you. How old are you? Where you live and all this, so people know you better and know what's going on, because we have a very important subject to talk about the new world order. And okay, it's your turn. Tell the people first about you, so they know you better than also.
Well, I'm 16 years old.
Wow.
I'm handicapped, so I use my feet and head to type. And I don't know what else I have.
No, I'm very impressed because you're a young person. I mean, now in our times, all the young people, they're just, how you say, yeah, just normal people who go to school or universities, who buy stuff like, you know, iPods and using Facebook to have conversations, and they don't know what's going on outside. I mean, they're just normal people, let's say. I mean, I also was a normal person in the past, a consumer, a person who just thought about what to buy, going to work, making money, and being in the system. But now, knowing you, I mean, 16-year-old person, I mean, I see people are waking up, and it's so great to have you on my show, because this is what I want, that also the young generation are waking up and know what's going on. So you told me when we were chatting the first time on Facebook that you want to talk about the new world order. So you know what is the new world order, right?
Little bit.
Yeah. So how did you wake up? How did you in touch with all these things which normally only certain groups are talking on Facebook or on their private shows, because there are also other people who do the same thing like me, talking to the world using certain channels like Ustream, Livestream, or the Hangouts. So when it happened, or how was that awakening for you?
I think it just happened, honestly. I can't remember a way or a reason.
But I mean, did you get or the awakening, did it happen because you found something on the internet, let's say a post on Facebook, or saw a video? How do you know about the new world order?
Like I said, it kind of fell in my lap, but I started looking into it when the NSA leaks came about. So I looked into it, and what I saw literally scared me to death.
Yes. No, it's
But
really...
when I saw all these different shows out there, I knew that other people thought the same way, and that I wasn't alone.
So for you, the world is not anymore like it was before that, right? You see now that things are much different, like you see it on the mainstream media. right?
Yeah, I can see through their stupidity.
Okay. Yeah,
Once
that's
once you know what's really going on, it really just becomes funny to turn on the news.
yeah, exactly. That happened with me too. When I see the news, for example, I laugh at them because it's so full of lies, and so I mean they cannot brainwash me anymore. You know the commercial. They say you have to buy this, you need this. It's just think, yeah, shut up, because I mean, I'm no more a robot or a sheep. You say, like the people say, the sheeple. I woke up, and it seems you woke up. And, congratulations for that. We needed many people. That the whole world wakes up. Even those who are working for the New World Order, that they change the sides, because I mean, this is not this. This doesn't give us a future. I mean, we will be just people without rights anymore, because we have to obey to a system which is just using us for making money and whatever. Okay, now tell me, what do you know about the New World Order? Sorry, what do you know about it?
I know very little, except that they're an organization that's been around for decades and possibly even centuries, trying to bring this plan together
Hmm.
to form a one government.
Yeah,
And
and
if
okay.
they're going to do that, and we have the likelihood is that we're going to lose, but my philosophy is I'm going to give them hell trying to beat me.
Yeah. And what are your friends thinking about you now, or what they? I mean, for sure you have talked with your friends. Guess what? There's bad going on. Uh, what do they say now to you, or what
You
accept
know,
this, or
it's interesting. Recognize something's wrong. Just either they don't care to look into it,
uh
or they don't want to know.
they don't want to know?
But
Yeah.
most of them know something's wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's a good step, because uh, better to get in touch with the truth and starting accepting it than to deny it. I mean, it's really important that the people have to know that there is someone else uh, manipulating our lives, our future, and everything. And yeah, I mean, I have the experience myself. When I started talking about this. I mean, there are certain kind of groups. There, people, they say you're just nuts, you're crazy.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I get that every day.
Yeah,
If they're calling you nuts, at least they're listening.
exactly. Yeah, and then with the time, I mean, what I can also recommend all the people who are listening at us now, that they do their own research. I mean, we have Google, we have YouTube, and I mean, it's always better to YouTube the things, because in Google, the new one also puts a lot of disinformation. So, but
You can expect they'll do that on YouTube as well, Hans,
yes,
because Google owns YouTube, so it's very difficult to sift through the information.
yeah, that's true. I mean,
That's really why we're here, to
yeah,
sift through it and bring it to the uninformed.
exactly. Yeah, people have to know and research. I mean, this is how I started also this, because when I heard, for example, things like chemtrails, like mind control, I just thought they are crazy people. I mean, the chemtrails, you see them, and people are taking pictures. I say, okay, you're taking pictures of planes, and now you're saying they're spraying at us. And I thought it cannot even be, because it's impossible that our governments want to kill us. But then I researched more and more and more, and I really found out that there's a plan to reduce the population. I mean,
Hans,
yeah.
can we stop there? I want to touch on that. Well,
Okay.
I don't want to touch on that. I want to explain that, because
Uh,
I somebody who partially agrees with me,
uh-huh.
but doesn't agree with that. So can we touch on that and maybe see if we can enlighten people?
Yes. you go ahead. I mean, you're on my show, and I will give you the whole word. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's so really. I mean, there's so many things going on, and okay, you're right. Let's go to that topic first, and I want to know
Because that's
what
a
you
big
know.
one.
Maybe I also can learn something new. Why not? Okay, keep on talking.
Chances are I'll learn something new because I know very little about the topic.
Okay.
Here's what I the little I do know is this, that the the plan exists. It's been in documentation. It's been in writing on various websites like NASA.
Hmm.
We know it exists. It's just people want to pull a mask over their eyes. But let's take a look at some recent history, and it'll give a bigger picture. In the US alone, we have bought, I think it's up to now, 2 billion rounds of ammunition, 1 million mine resistant tanks, 1 billion coffins.
Yeah, the coffins. Yeah, I have seen a lot of videos, and it's really scary. I mean, just imagine you got already your coffin. You know, I mean, they don't build things just like this to let that they're getting rotten with the time. I mean, I really believe that they are made for some use, and the use will maybe be even very soon, and not maybe in 20, 30 years. So they're there for
It could
something.
couldn't even it could even be after I die. It's completely possible that it won't happen in my lifetime. I
Hope so.
just choose to believe that it will happen in my lifetime.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, the coffins. Yeah, when I saw those videos, I really thought, what's going on there? I mean, there are many places. I don't know where exactly the places are, but it seems it's more in the United States than in other countries. Or do you know if they are building all those thousands or millions of coffins in other countries, or is it just in the States?
I haven't seen any reports that they are, but I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Yeah, so get ready for your new home. My God, no, that's horrible.
I have to believe that in the end, if they try to do that, unless they have a really good story, a really convincing story,
Mhm.
people are gonna fight tooth and nail.
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible. I mean, when you see all these videos, you know, the coffins, the army. I mean, they have thousands of tanks, and they're transporting them from one place to the other. I have seen also those videos. You know, people are there with their cell phones, and those trains are so long with thousands of tanks on it. So I think, what is there war going on? Because I mean, it's in your country, for example, and I don't see a war yet, but the weapons are already
Close
there.
enough.
Yeah. So what do you think? Why? What they want to do with all this? Because I mean, when they construct all this army stuff, I mean,
Statistic I'm looking at, and I don't remember where I got this one from.
uh-huh.
If they took all of this weaponry and used it against us, they
Yeah.
would have enough to shoot every American 5 times for 7 years.
So they're really planning some war over there. But do you think they are doing that to have a war against their own people, or they're planning to take over another country?
Well, it, there's a problem with the taking over
Uh-huh.
because the people who bought it is Homeland Security. They're used for the homeland.
Uh-huh.
So now they say it's just going to different police forces, but why does any police unit or any unit that acts inside the United States need 1.3 billion or 2.1, I think it is now, billion rounds of ammunition? Why? There's no good answer.
Exactly. Yeah, there's absolutely no good answer of this. I mean, with all this money, they could spend it on good things, you know, in education and hospitals, homeless people on the street. I mean, I ask myself why they help their own people first. You know, I mean, there's so many people who are losing work, who don't get enough money from disability or whatever. I mean, they have people dying on their streets, but there's still money for the war. You know,
South Carolina and Utah took care of that.
Mhm.
Utah, they made the right solution actually. Utah gave every homeless person a home.
Yeah, for Utah maybe, but there's still many people on the streets in
But
other
South Carolina, and hold on, this one's the kicker. South Carolina made homelessness illegal.
illegal. Their own people, they put them like illegal.
Yeah, if you're homeless, you have two options: jail or, and this is in the law, FEMA camp.
Oh, no kidding. That is
I would choose
incredible.
jail.
Yeah,
The jail, you're not gonna get gassed.
exactly. And they give you to eat, you know.
They get food. There's TV. There's an exercise station.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, if you
I
think
would
twice
take
about
jail
it.
over a FEMA camp.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know why they have all those FEMA camps? I mean, I have seen also pictures of it. I mean, it really looks like in the Nazi times, you know.
I'm
With,
in a unique position. I lived near one for like 6 or 7 years.
really?
I lived on a base where one existed.
And what's going on with this now? Is
Um,
it still there?
well, I haven't been there in 7 or 8 years now,
Yeah.
but it the description that I can recall, and please bear with me, my memory is terrible. Can't even remember what I ate 2 weeks ago, let alone what I saw 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it had barbed wire fences turned inwards to keep people in, not out. To keep people in. There was a mysterious building off in the back.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what it was, but on the campsite there was a mysterious building in the back.
Okay. But yeah, oh my God. I mean, this sounds horrible. I mean, they wanna keep the people inside, so it's against the will of the people. It's not just a house or a place where
Oh,
people
did you
can.
know they used them once recently?
Uh-huh.
Back in Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
They used them in my state, actually,
Uh-huh.
to keep people out of danger. Seems like a good thing, right?
Yeah.
No. Well, the concentration camps were used as hotels before they were used as gas chambers.
Yeah. Yeah, because
So just
uh-huh.
because they were used for something good once doesn't eliminate our theory at all. It only strengthens it in the end.
Uh-huh. Wow. I mean, when they built all this jails. I mean, for me, it's more like a jail or a concentration camp actually, than for like a refugee. You know, when there's something happen, because normally you should have a door where the people also can go out again. You know, but it seems they want to have them there for some reason.
I'm sorry to interrupt you again. They were used in World War II, actually,
Yeah.
on the Japanese.
Those in the States?
Yeah, the Japanese Americans that were in the States, they locked them in there until the end of World War II.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I mean, I'm from Germany, so I don't know every detail of the United States, what happened in the past, etc. Could you tell
Don't
us
worry, if you're
about
learning
this?
history in my school, you won't either.
Yeah, I mean, we have also to take care of what we are learning in the public schools, because they also can use false information, you know.
I know, my history class is so much fun. I just sit there and laugh.
Yeah, me too. When I remember when I was in school, they showed us the old movies. I mean, in those times we didn't have videos; it was just on film, with the projectors and everything. And they showed us a lot of movies, even about environmental stuff like global warming, etc. And when you compare that now, what's really going on, I say they were just brainwashing us even in the school,
Oh yeah, that's where they do it the most.
Yeah. Yeah, incredible. They brainwash the people. Okay, so you said you had those kind of concentration camps for the Japanese in the World War II?
Yes. After we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki,
Yeah.
they were used to basically hold the Japanese, so that they didn't retaliate.
Okay. But what happened after the war? Did they let free again, or did they kill them all?
There was no report that they let them free, and assume they did.
Okay. So you don't have an answer to this, what actually happened after the World War. Would be great if someone from that time, survival, could explain what happened actually in those refugees or concentration camps or whatever they were, the FEMA camps, no? To know the truth, because in Germany, okay, the history of the Nazis about the Jews and everything, the whole world know it, with the gas chambers, everybody knows.
I had a question for you.
Yeah.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but were you around during the era of Hitler?
Sorry, again?
Were you around during the era of Hitler?
No, I was born in the world in the 45, something like that. So, my grandfather, for example, my two grandfathers actually, but they're dead now. They lived the Second World War in Germany, and but my parents, for example, they were born 44 and 46, so they were like very young at that time. So I couldn't ask my own parents, but the grandfathers, when I talked to them, and even I had a girlfriend when I was in Germany. Her father worked in the concentration camp. But he told me that they didn't kill any Jews. They had them to work because the soldiers, the German soldiers, were in war. So
I think that one's a lie. I think they did kill some.
Yeah, of course, in wars, always there are people getting killed, But I think it's a lie when they say Germany killed 6 million Jews. I mean, it's too many people. You cannot kill them in that short time, Where do you put all the bodies? Even if you burn them, there's no time to get rid of 6 million bodies, So I think there's some lie in it. The bad thing is it's so in the past that it's very difficult to research the truth. But
I think there's a reason to research that, because we already know what we need to know.
Yeah.
And we already know that Hitler was for the New World Order.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that even the Jews declared Hitler the war. There was a newspaper from Great Britain or something. It's in English, and they say the Jews are declaring the war against Hitler because they are.
I'm surprised it took them so long to do so.
Yeah. So, but I can say now. Now they're. We are living in 2014. Past happened. We cannot change the past, but we can change the future. We can work on it now in the present time to don't repeat the whole shit what happened in the past. And people have to wake up now and question the system. And that's why.
That's the best thing you can do.
Exactly, to don't repeat the whole history, because you know all the empires before, they had the same problem. I mean, there was Rome, there was the Egyptians, but all those empires fell, and we will fall down also. I mean, people are waking up, question the system, and it's just a question of time. But
I don't think we have too much more of it.
yeah, time is running out. I know. I mean, every day the situation is getting worse. More people losing their jobs. The separation system of the government who does that, it's working very good, because you see many people, they don't have contact with each other, or just in the internet, some messages, but the people are already living separated. And that means they're living in fear. That means they're living alone with I mean, the New World Order, what I think is, they don't want that people know about what's happening. They just want us like robots.
I live in some fear, but not the fear they want me to live in.
Exactly. This is the thing. We don't need, or we don't have to fear, you know. I mean, we have to fight it with love, because that is what they don't have. That is our weapon, love and peace, and going out of the system. I always tell the people when I have a live stream, for example, don't feed the beast. Okay.
What happens when those systems don't work? When your ideas, because they've been used in many different places, and they've failed in many. So when love and peace don't work, what's your next option?
Yeah, to defend ourselves. I mean, I'm against violence. I never want to see people shoot at them or whatever, you know. I'm against it. But I mean, when it's really, there's no other choice, of course. I mean, before I see that someone of the enemies kills my best friend, for example, I mean, then I really would get pissed off, and I would shoot back, you know. I mean, this is the... I mean, I hate violence, but maybe if we don't have another choice, there's no other way, you know. I hope we can do it in peace, but let's...
You know, Hans, I agree with your idea, and believe me, I don't want violence either, but I don't know if we have enough. I think we're exhausting our last option. Yeah. Friday is our last peaceful method. It's our last peaceful chance at winning this.
Yeah, that's right.
When the May 16th rally happens in Washington, D.C., that's going to be the deciding factor, I think.
Okay, you say May 16th. What will be happen on May 16th?
I don't know the exact number, but a large number of people are going to Washington, D.C. to camp there until a long list of people resign from power.
Wow, yeah, that's necessary. Actually, that should happen in the whole world, because, I mean, I live in Mexico City, and here we have the same problem. I mean, people are fucked. I mean, there's no other word. I mean,
no other word for it.
Exactly, but people, I mean, here in Mexico, what happened is we have a lot of demonstrations on the street. For example, when they raise prices of the subway, when they're I mean, against things which is new for the people, like I said, with the subway, or when the lemons are getting up, or whatever. I mean, they are like, I don't want to do that, you know. They go on the street, but what happened here is they don't know about the New World Order. Now I had also some radio interviews in Spanish, and I try also to wake them up that they will go to the street and make manifestations against the system, against the presidents or whatever.
You've been at this longer than I have, I assume. I've only been at this for a year.
Yeah.
But the method I've learned that works, it gets annoying for some people, but persistence. Just keep hammering it in, and eventually you'll break a hole in their defense.
That's a good one. I love that what you said, because when people go out, for example, on the street, they say, I don't like that. Get away from that president or whatever. And when they go home, then everything will start or will be the same. You there, resist, and more people wake up, join you. Then we will really be so many people that maybe we can change something. So
I read a quote once, and it applies to what you just said. It counters what you said. Those who are laying on their knees cannot see those who are standing up and fighting.
That's a good one too. I love your philosophy because it's right. No, it's completely right. That's why, I mean, many people, they are also criticizing me. They say, Hans, you're talking and talking every time, every live stream the same, waking up the people. Yeah, stop it. We know it already. And I tell them, okay, you know it. The people in my circle know it, but we have to go out of the circle. We have to wake up the other people.
I'm bringing a few people who don't understand it to this show to watch what we're talking about, and that's why I wanted to bring up the topic, because it is the root of all problems in the world.
Right.
Past, present, and future.
Exactly, yeah. No, you do a good job. You do a good job, and I mean, I'm proud that you're talking, not just because of your age, also because you recognize that our world is not a great world which gives us future and happiness. You're really awakened. Love
For
that.
the people who say enjoy your life,
yeah,
here's my counter to that. I'll enjoy my life once I'm really able to.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think? Okay, now people are listening at you and me, and they know, okay, there's a new world order. Okay, what would you recommend to finish that problem, to be in peace again, to have a future? What would you do?
You're not gonna like this one, Hans.
Don't
world
worry.
peace and world peace begins when World War ends.
Okay.
There needs. I don't want it to happen, but I don't see many. I don't see very many options at all.
Yes, that's right. What I think, what would be good also, all the new world order. I mean, it's like the famous pyramid. Up are all those bad people who wanna rule, who wanna destroy us, use us like robots, etc. And we are down. So when the people down are disappearing, the whole will fall down. So what we have to do is not just waking up us, the normal people, also waking up the people who are working actually with the new world order, like the police, the soldiers.
You have to wake up, because they're the ones who, when push comes to shove, is gonna have to make the decision.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to decide what they are gonna do. If they get the order to say fire, it's up to them to make the decision if they are. And if they are, they've become the enemy.
Exactly.
They'll be treated as such.
Exactly. Yeah, those people of the rulers of the planet, they don't fight by themselves. They have the soldiers for them. We need to convince the soldiers also to wake up and question all the system.
Hans, did you know back last year and the year prior to it, there was a military purge going on, where 200 admirals, generals were fired from our military?
Oh, I don't know about that. Tell us about what happened there.
I talked to a friend of mine about it, who claims he knows why, and he said there was a litmus test being passed around by the Obama administration. So the litmus test started apparently as, will you fire on American citizens? And it changed to, where does your loyalty lie, the president or the Constitution and the people? And those who answered wrong in their eyes were let go.
Wow, that was last year.
That was that was last year, Do you remember, it was back in October. Do you remember a report coming out about Obama had planned before to launch 3 nukes, wiping out 300 million people in the U.S.?
In
Do you remember that report?
barely. I
It
mean,
had
there's so
started
much on the
around
internet.
that time and
Wow.
before, and 2 admirals and a general stopped it, and all 3 were let go
Wow. No. I think now I'm learning something new here. So Obama wanted to bomb their own people?
to get us into war with Syria.
Oh my God. And that guy won the Nobel Prize for Peace. How is that
Yeah, I'll
possible?
be back. Sorry, my dad's home. I'll be back. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
you fill the air?
I feel the error right now. Okay. Just tell me when you're back. Okay. Yeah, people. Have you heard that? The I mean, that is incredible. A president who wins a Nobel Prize for Peace wanted to bomb their own country, kill millions of people. I mean, this is not a peaceful president anymore. I mean, why he's still in power? I mean, this is evil. So, I mean, yeah, my friend Dylan is away.
You,
Ah,
uh,
you're
I'm
back.
I'm still kind of here,
Okay.
but I'm waiting for my dad so he can transfer me.
Oh, okay.
He's the- he's the biggest like he's the biggest warmonger except for George W. Bush and Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
They're the biggest warmongers, but he's a close third. He's tried to start 3 wars. He's continued 2 wars. He's bombed Yemen and North Africa to absolute death.
Okay. Okay, take your time. Yeah, so yeah, the new world order. I mean, people wake up. It's time now. Also, people who know or who have some people working, maybe you have a brother, a sister, or I don't know, an uncle, or your father's working in the police or in the army. Tell him about it. Tell him, look for whom you are working. If you're in the States, uh, give him that news, what happened. I mean, that Obama wanted to kill you. I mean, I'm in Mexico, but anyway, when there's a war happening in the States, the whole world will suffer of this. I mean, it's like with the dollar. I mean, even if if you're watching this in Europe and you have the euro, or you're watching it in, I don't know, in another country where you have another kind of money. But when something happens with the dollar, it affects you too, even if you're not in the States. I mean, it's very important. What's happening in the States affects the whole world, the whole planet. So, I mean, would be a great idea also that people outside of the States are starting criticizing all that system. I mean, that the most thing what the people will do is, yeah, what people are doing when they watch this, they think, it's in the States, it's far away from my home, so nothing will happen. But when there's a war, when there's something bad going on, it's also affecting you, and not just for some of the atomic bombs that you get the radioactivity, which goes with the in the atmosphere, and can reach us. Just this, it's the whole future. The economy will suffer. So I mean, we all should have an eye on what's happening in the States, because remember with the 9/11 inside job and everything. I mean, that happened. 2 buildings, or in fact 3 buildings, and others who fell down. I mean, that affected the whole planet. Now it's different like it was before that happened. So, I mean, imagine just some buildings who fall down can change everything. So imagine if they put an atomic bomb on their own people. I mean, that's worst. Or I mean, they're all anyway. They're doing many things like mind control, like weather modification. Then there are chemtrails and this and that, which also affects the whole world. They're attacking you while while you're thinking nothing happens. Maybe you're in Europe, but I have a lot of friends who are mind control victims, for example. They're getting attacked also, and maybe I don't know where are the bases where they're doing the mind control things, but I know that there's HARP, that they're the how you say, the CIA and whatever, and the Pentagon. I mean, what I can say is that it's more than 90% it's made there in the United States, because they have the technology and the money to do that. So I mean, we all have to be together in that fight for our rights and for our future and future of our next generations, and we have to stop it. I mean, leave the TV a while, go on the street, or write to your own friends about this, wake them up too. I mean, it's not like I'm just at home, what can I do? I mean, if we all think what can I do and don't do anything, nothing will happen. But if we are together in this, you know, we are the 99%, you know, 1% who is the ruler, and we are 99, so we are really the majority. So if we are together in this, we can easily destroy the New World Order and give us and the next generations a peaceful world. So it's up to us. Of course, if we don't do anything and time goes by and they succeed with their plan, next generations will just grow up with this and accept like it is, because there's no one else who is against the system. So we are the last fighters in this to save the planet, to give us a future, you know, as I mean the mankind, you know, the people, human beings, because it's, I mean, yeah, time goes by and time doesn't forgive. So if you don't do anything, it's more difficult that next generations will change the future, because if they don't know about it because you didn't tell them, so how will they do something? They will just grow up in a world with the Big Brother, you know, thousands of cameras all around the places, police, like police state. I mean, I see it here in Mexico. They have so many police here, and cameras on every corner. So I mean, this is not for giving us security. This is for controlling us, because people normally, they are not bad people. We are all looking that we survive, you know, working our asses off to get some food and pay our services. So I mean, we are not violent people. I mean, I never I'm thinking to steal someone else properties or whatever, or making a war. I mean, I have to work to survive, and I don't have a lot of work either. So I mean, you can see it in the background, I have just a furniture. I'm living with boxes, you know, because I had to sell to survive. Because there's no, the income is not enough. Everything is getting more expensive, and yeah, you need to eat to survive, you know. So, but it's up to us to change the future, to have to get back our peace, you know, because nobody wants peace. This is also something very, very crazy, you know. The presidents, they are fighting against them, but we have to go to the war. I mean, our soldiers have to go to another country and fight with their soldiers who are people too normally, you know. I mean, this is not fair. But if we are obeying to the system, we never will have peace. So it depends on you. It depends on spreading the truth, talking with your friends, families, and if you have police people or soldiers in your family, wake them up too, because those are people who are working for the New World Order, who are obeying their orders, you know, when they say go there, do this, shoot those people, and whatever. I mean, if we are all standing up and say no, no sir, and, you know, normally they say yes sir, at your service sir, or whatever. But if you say no sir, I don't do it, and if everybody says the same, I don't do it, then nothing bad will happen. People will be in peace. Depends on our actions. In a few words, you know. I mean, that's all what I can say. And and I'm trying to talk about this, and even if I have to repeat that 20, 30, 100 times more, I don't care. Like Dylan said, it's like hammering, and if you stop it, nothing will happen. But if you continue hammering and break the wall, then we did it, you know. So you have to insist, or even repeating that 1,000 times more. I don't care. But yeah, it's like if you want that something happen, you have to work for it. And I mean, I don't have weapons to kill anybody. I don't want to kill anybody. But we have to be together in this, because our love to help the people, that is our biggest weapon. And if that fails, okay, then like Dylan said, then maybe there's no other way to make really a revolution, and yeah, and do something which could save us. I don't know, maybe burning the White House or whatever. I mean, this is really a crazy world. Let me see if there is Dylan here. Okay, he put the Yamada and Spera. That means like holding the line. Yeah, I mean, we are right now live. Today is May 14th 2014, and exactly 4:05 p.m. Mexican time. And yeah, this is live now in Hangout here on Google. So that means I cannot edit it. I don't know if he takes more time, then I will just stop the live stream or the Hangout thing to don't get you bored. Meanwhile, I will just keep on talking here. Okay, look what I have done in the last days, because in Mexico, for example, they are still not informed about what is happening, you know, with the New World Order, Illuminatis, chemtrails. But you know, with all my activism to talk all the time about this, I got some invitations from radio stations. Okay, internet radio stations, still not the FM which everybody can listen, but I did it. I was talking to those people.
I am back.
Waking up. Excellent. Okay, let's go back to you. I just
I'm sorry,
up
I
the
had
time.
to transfer into my other chair. It's more comfortable.
Okay, don't worry. Great to have you back. Okay.
So, what's the topic?
Yeah, the New World Order.
What's the subtopic?
The subtopic. Okay. I mean, you're now live. You can talk about whatever you want, because.
Well, what were you talking about? Because I'd actually like to piggyback off of what you were talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking about what you can do. You know, talking to your friends, because if you don't do anything right now, less people will know about it, and we cannot stop the system, because next generation, they will just wake up in a beautiful day with chemtrails and the orders being controlled and everything, and it's over. They lost. So it's time now to wake up the people, you know, like you got waken up. So it's up to us, you know. It's up to you and me and all those people who are watching this.
Yeah, it's our time.
Yeah, it's our time, and the time is now. Okay, so especially, I don't know, I have some kind of sound here. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Okay, what are your plans? What do you want to do? I mean, as one person, but are you planning something? Are you having any ideas to stop the New World Order?
Here it is. Knowledge is power. That's all you need.
That's a good thing. Knowledge is power. You're completely right.
If you know if you know what they're gonna do, you won't buy into it.
Exactly. So, but how do you wake up the people? I mean,
well, it's difficult, and it's the problem I've been having. People believe in the system so much that they can't believe that it would ever backfire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
People claim they don't believe in it all that much. I've talked to a lot of people who believe that, but you you can tell just by someone. I've talked to a lot of people, but by somebody's ignorance about certain topics,
Hmm.
you can kind of tell what they believe in.
Yeah. Right. So, what is your next step? Let's say, okay, you're talking to the people, and let's say everything is continuing, new water is growing, we are losing. What will you do?
Well, what will I do when it happens?
Yeah.
Fight them tooth and nail.
Okay, so you won't obey. You're strong.
If there is one person standing up, eventually two will for a start a chain reaction. Even if I'm the only one there, then I'll be the one-man army that'll beat them.
Excellent. This is how people have to be. This is really, I mean, there's another. I mean, there's no other option. You have to protest their controls. There's mind control, microchipping, chemtrails, cultural erosion through TV and music, because it's everywhere. I mean, just if you watch music
Look at
videos.
the subliminal messaging.
Exactly.
Amazing what you'll see.
Exactly.
I can't look at a movie the same, and I love going to the movie theater. It's so sad.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, that is one of the biggest hobby I had, to watch every movie, you know, because you see the advances, the trailers, and they make the trailers so interesting that you think, I have to watch it, you know, I have to see that. So then you go there and you get controlled again, you know, they're putting their messages inside, and I mean, we don't have anymore a free world. Everything is like controlled. Or the videos Lady Gaga with all those symbols of the new water inside. And
I don't even watch it. I don't even like her.
yeah, but they're. I mean, the problem is also that they are working for them. I mean,
Of course. I thought that was just a given, honestly.
I mean, just to name the Lady Gaga. I mean, for sure she has watched some comments on her videos where they say it's new world order. I mean, if she knows that she is on the wrong side, why she doesn't change it? What I think is because of the money, because they
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
People get addicted to the money.
Uh-huh.
They'll do anything for it.
Exactly. And this is bad. I mean, money is not everything. I mean,
To the awakened ones, no, because we understand it's worthless.
Exactly.
But to what we know of them as the sheeple, it's all that matters.
Yeah. You know, I also would like that the other people who are watching this in other countries, we have to support the Americans protesting their government, because already, like you said, on 16th of this month, there will be many people protesting.
2 days. We don't have much time left.
Yeah, 2 days. That's good that we make the live stream now, because maybe we will wake up more people. So I invite also other people of other countries, like Mexicans, if they're watching me now. We have to support you, but you guys, you know. I mean,
here's a quote from Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
America is the last stand.
It's the last stand, yeah.
And once we fall, everyone else will fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, at least. I believe we're the last. We're the last one.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they are changing all those laws, you know. I mean, for example, the immigration things. I cannot even travel to your country because, you know, I'm from Germany, but now I'm Mexican because I adopted the nationality of Mexico. So I'm Mexican, and Mexicans are not allowed that easily to go to the States. They need to apply for a visa, which is denied in most of the cases because the requirements are too big. You know, they ask you to have a good job, money, income, blah blah blah. So I think they're making all the rules that nobody can help you. But sure, if you would be able to travel to the States, I guess there will be many Mexicans helping you because Mexicans are strong. I mean, here we have manifestations all the time on the streets.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure that, I mean, I myself, if I would go or be able to go to your country, I would be helping you because I want that the world is free, not just United States. I mean, the whole world, because it's, I mean, the new water is controlling everybody or wants to control everybody, but I cannot travel.
I watched this great documentary once. It was like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
About it was a North Korean one.
Okay.
About how they use TV to control their citizens.
They use the TV. Sorry, was it a movie or a documentary?
It was a documentary.
Okay. Yeah, when you find the link, send it to me to share it, because sharing is caring.
It's been like a year since I've seen it. I'll have to go track it down.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's anyway. People follow a lot the TV stations, you know. I mean, the movies and.
Oh, I love going to movies.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I love movies. I love movies, entertaining and good special effects and whatever. The bad thing is they're washing
I
brains.
actually want to be a movie producer or a director or writer.
Yeah, yeah, you can do it. Always believe in yourself. I mean, this is the only form to win that fight against the enemy. I mean, we need to be ourselves. Don't obey the bad people.
We're our own worst enemy.
We're all exactly. So, I mean, I admire you. What I mean, with your age, I mean, 16-year-old. I mean, this is excellent. I don't have that many people who do the same like you do. I mean, I have a lot of people on Facebook, young people also, but you're really fighter, and you have to do this. I mean, there's no other way.
I have to. It's,
yeah, and it's good that you feel it.
It's us that are gonna suffer.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be us that's gonna fight it.
Yeah. I hope many people are watching this video and sharing it. I mean, there's hope. I see it on you, and if, like you said, I will stand up, even if you can't walk or whatever. But I mean, if you're against the system and more people join and wake up and they see that it's wrong what we are living here in this world, I mean, then yeah, if you're all together, then we have chance to win, to get our planet back, you know. That's great.
And we have a chance.
Exactly.
Don't let anybody tell you we don't.
Yeah, and we can do it. We really can do it. In fact, many revolutions work like this, you know. The people in the farms woke up and went against the king, for example, you know. They yeah, revolution or whatever. In Mexico we say golpe de estado. That means if you take down the government, you know. And we can do that. I mean, what happened here, for example, I give you an idea. We have a president who nobody likes. So normally it would be like, okay, nobody likes the president, get rid of him, put another one, a good person there. But they don't do that. They say, what can I do? Okay, millions of people say, what can I do? No action. Nothing will happen. But if all those million people say, I don't like that government, okay, let's go together and let's go in that building and take him out. I mean, take him out like you're fired. You don't have to kill him.
Hold on, I'll be back again.
Okay, I will continue. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to tell you too. I mean, If you don't like people who are ruling you, fire them. I mean, normally those politicians, they have to do what people want. You know, when they say, okay, we need a new train, or whatever, a new highway, or new schools, hospitals. I mean, then the politicians should work for to make it happen. You know, to build all those hospitals and education and everything. That's what people want. But when the presidents don't listen at what you want, and they are just thinking, okay, we need new tanks, we need new helicopters, planes, and ships, warships, and all these things. I mean, they're working against you because they are in power. You know, they're using your taxes. You're paying whatever you buy in Walmarts and all those stores. You know, and McDonald's. I mean, they're all over the world. They're infiltrated. You know, and they get all this money, and it goes to the system, to the top of the pyramid. So if they use your money for doing or buying stuff what you don't want, you should fire them. Yeah, good to have you back.
So what did I miss? I know I was only gone like a second, but
yeah, no, I told him that people should fire their presidents. I mean, if they don't like what they're doing, even if the law says you cannot fire them or they're untouchables, I mean, it's time to change that. I mean, when I see that someone doesn't
another one.
do, okay,
Sorry, I keep interrupting. Here's another.
Okay.
When injustice becomes law, rebellion becomes duty.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like this. So, I mean, we all know.
I'm full of them today. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we all know that also the presidents are puppets. You know, like they don't really have have the power. There's someone behind them who gives the order. That's why they killed John F. Kennedy.
I'm glad you brought that topic up.
Yeah.
Because when the show is over in about an hour and a half, myself, your co-host, I believe, Sylvan, and one of my friends, we're going to be starting a mini documentary on JFK.
Wow.
And explaining why everything they said in the official story was complete BS.
Okay. Hope you can share that when you have done that.
Our first show that we're doing today is going to be all about Lee Harvey Oswald.
Okay. And what is your personal opinion with Lee Harvey Oswald?
Well, I used to believe he did do it, but he had help. Now I believe that he didn't do it because of people I've talked to.
Okay.
Who have given me eyewitness accounts that say Oswald wasn't there.
Okay. I think there's also a lot of lies in the official stories, you know.
And the whole official story is a lie.
Exactly. It's all a setup, all inside.
The first sentence was a lie of the Warren Commission, which said Lee Harvey Oswald killed John Kennedy.
Yeah.
The first sentence was a lie.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I was a skeptic since I heard that they caught him that fast. I mean,
they caught him, and before the first official story on what happened had come out, he had already been arrested. He had been arrested almost immediately. It was incredible. Same with 9/11. They knew right away what happened.
Wow.
They knew who did it, how they did it, when they did it, and where they got the equipment to do it. And so little time, it was almost like they knew it would happen.
No, everything is planned since a long time before.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever hear the quote from Andrew Jackson's assassin? Somebody attempted to assassinate him. Attempted to assassinate Andrew Jackson back in 1813. And I checked this quote because I messed it up a while yesterday when I was telling somebody. But the exact quote was, "In the next 100 years, you will have a war on your soil."
Well,
and
I haven't heard
50 years later, on day he said it, the Civil War,
Okay.
50 years to the T.
Wow. I mean, what's going on in your country? I don't know everything. I haven't researched it, and I don't know your history 100%. But it's very interesting, and it's great that you say all this because so other people also will learn about it. We need people like you who actually teach people what's going on. It's excellent. Thanks for the information. Learn something new too.
I learned something. I learned a few new things today.
Yeah. I mean, it should be like this because what we learn from the from the system is lies and lies and brainwashing and.
Here, I'll give the system one little bit of credit.
Okay.
And you're gonna disagree with me at first, but the system gives you the facts you need to prove that the system is BS.
We should, yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
The Warren Commission gave us 26 volumes of evidence against what they said. Even though they claimed it was 4, we used all of the evidence to prove that it didn't happen the way they say it did. The 9/11 Commission failed to mention a third building that fell mysteriously into its own footprint without being hit by a plane.
Exactly. I say that all the time. 3 buildings and 2 planes, and the third building, I mean the World Trade Center 7, building 7, fell down so nice, controlled, you know. I mean, this is really, I mean, how people don't wake up.
Its own footprint. It was incredible. I've never seen such well-planned demolition. I never have.
Yeah.
But if you believe the official story, I've never seen such a badly planned demolition.
Exactly. I mean, just with that scene, and you can watch that on YouTube, people, when you research Building 7, many videos, and question this, please, because it's so perfect, like, and it's done.
On itself, and the rest of it is complete. The whole thing, building, the fires weren't enough to melt steel. That's been proven. It was impossible, and 10 isolated fires make 10. How many floors was it? I think it was like 15 or 15, between 10 and 20 floors, I believe.
I don't remember.
So 10 little fires, 10 floors, make between 10 and 20 floors fall in itself instantly in 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's impossible. I have seen buildings on fire, skyscrapers, other countries, and then, you know, I mean,
I've seen when you just search controlled demolition, it looks exactly the same.
Because it's a controlled demolition, you know. It's not an accident.
I know it's controlled, but most people don't.
Yeah. Now, most people not even know that that happened. You know, when I ask people on the street, hey, how many buildings were destroyed in the 9/11? They just say the Twin Towers, that's all. Many people not even know that there was Building 7, you know?
That's weird, though, because did you notice, I don't know if you watched the reports, I didn't see them until recently, but BBC said World Trade Center 7 fell 26 minutes before it fell.
It fell. I saw in in one of the videos, the female reporter was talking, and the building was behind her. Is it this what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen that. Incredible. And it's even in the internet to see it. It's not a fake video. It's original record from the.
I can't believe I can't believe. Actually, I can believe it, but I don't want to. These people who claim to be journalists can't look at that one fact alone and say, well, I guess there needs to be another investigation, because that just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
That one fact, and we're not even talking about the fact that a building of between 10 and 20 floors fell in 7 seconds due to 10 isolated fires on 10 different floors in 7 seconds onto its own footprint.
That should be in the of the world records. I mean, it's just a. I mean, this.
And if you want to say debris hit it, it was 300 feet away. There's no possibility that any large amount of debris that wasn't already turned to dust could have hit the building. It's impossible.
I know. It's a setup. It's a. I mean, for me, it's here. I hope people also understand that. I mean, it doesn't take much to think. I mean, it's just weird that something fell down like this. I mean, I see that, I just think, oh my god, and people buy it. They think it's true what the mainstream media tells about it.
I couldn't imagine being one of the guys who planned it and thinking, this is gonna fail. And then 5 years later thinking, holy crap, they bought it.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do next? I mean, we could say the Easter Bunny bombed Japan, and they would buy it.
Yeah. Look, when that happened, I will tell you my personal experience because I saw that on TV, the whole terrorist attack. I mean, the inside job. Now I know what's it. But first, I thought, what I'm watching is a movie. You know, when I saw this burning the first tower, you know, the twin tower. Yeah, the first impact. You know, I thought, is it a fucking movie? Wow, it looks so realistic. Then I listened to blah 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 reporters, and I said, oh my god! But they did that.
There's another one I'd like to bring up.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have so much information on this topic that I can't help share.
Go ahead.
But there were reports from firemen and others in the World Trade, not World Trade Center 7. Look, I'm talking about World Trade. I'm sorry, but there were reports from firemen in the Twin Towers. They heard explosions. They heard bombs.
Yeah, there were bombs actually. Before.
That fact alone should set off some kind of red flag.
Yeah.
But no, if you bring up these documented facts and these eyewitness accounts, you're a crazy tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, and you're locked in the mental asylums.
That's true. I mean, I have seen all what you're saying. I have seen it too. You know, I mean, even the Zeitgeist movie, the first one, they were talking about this, the explosions before, and they're I mean, there's a lot of information you can research on in the internet. I mean, it's true. There were explosions heard before that happened. You know, I mean. It's also, I mean, the World Trade Center, they felt also, the Twin Towers, they felt also down so controlled. I mean, it's planned, and you see the explosions down the windows and everything. I mean, this was a totally inside job. And, yeah.
Most certainly, I can't see any other fact disproving it. I'll listen to any argument, but it's bound to fail because those two things I mentioned about World Trade Center 7 and the BBC report are enough to throw every official story about that out of the water.
Exactly. Did you know about that there were cell phone calls from the people in the planes? Did you heard about this? I will tell you what happened with those phone calls.
They were fake.
Yes, fake, of course. There's even one you hear when they pick up, hang the phone down. You know, like it's not even possible, even if you do it by your cell phone, because you don't hear the other thing is, it's not possible to talk in a plane by cell phone, and even less those years before.
If they were hijacking a plane, do you think that anybody on their phone?
Yeah, it's first about this. Yeah. Second, there is no signal. I mean, when you're flying by plane, only if you have a satellite telephone, you can communicate because the satellite is higher than you. But the cell phone towers, if they're down, you don't get that signal in a plane. And you can check that out. If you're traveling by plane, try put your cell phone on and try to make a call. You cannot make a fucking phone call with your cell phone. The whole cell phone story is a fake. It never happened that people were talking by phone from the plane.
People did die on 9/11, but I think it was a mix of fake and real.
Yeah. Also, many witnesses died. People who talked.
People who talked to guys like us.
Exactly. They died in accidents and suicides and disappeared. I mean, what the hell is going on, you know?
Yeah, it's not be like JFK, but it's something people are willing to believe because that's a better answer than the government did it. That's the safer answer. Our answer is the answer even we don't want to hear, but we're gonna hear because I'd rather know the truth than live my. I'd rather know the truth and be upset than live a lie and be happy.
That's a good one too. Yeah, I think the same way. I mean, anyway, in my position, I don't even get shocked by all these things. You know, I mean, my awakening, the moment was very hard. You know, when I said, "Oh, it's really happening. The governments are doing this," but now I mean,
I had so much trouble believing it. But when facts are presented to you, legitimate facts, you can't deny it anymore.
Exactly.
There's a point where if you deny the facts, then you deny that it did happen, even though every fact available has been presented, including video evidence, confession. If you still don't believe it, well, either one of two things. You're ignorant, or you don't want to know.
Exactly.
And you don't care, because it'll upset your bubble.
Exactly.
And that right there is the problem.
Exactly. Yeah. I prefer, even when the truth hurts, I prefer to suffer a little bit of that awakening than to live in a world full of lies and being just an idiot following the rules they make and losing my liberty, you know. I mean,
I was in history class back in 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
I used to wonder how Hitler got 6 million people to follow him to their death.
Yeah.
I now realize that I'm watching my friends and the people in my country follow the same path.
Yeah.
And that's what I think everyone needs to hear that, because it'll at least shock you into wanting to know.
Yeah, I really hope people will wake up now. I mean, history repeats itself all the time, but...
Do you know that in some books, in different states, thank God it's not my state, they are banning talking about the Holocaust in history class. They don't want you to know about that.
Oh my God. So they censored this?
They censored the Holocaust. It's amazing. They go away.
Wow.
I know about it, and all the people that I'm friends with know about the Holocaust. But kids who are 3 or 4 now, in certain areas, won't know it ever happened. And they'll be the people like the 6 million before them led to the slaughter.
Yeah, if you don't wake up soon, I think next generations, they not even will have history classes anymore. They will just live in a controlled reality show on TV. I mean, manipulated things, of course, but I think they will not even teach them, because, you know, people get more intelligent with time and will start questioning certain stuff. So if
I,
they
history
censor that,
helps me question things.
hmm yeah, but if they censor that, so
Oh, I can kiss all goodbye.
yeah, no, I should. Well, I mean, people should people should start to research on their own, even if they have a good
It's a risk.
teacher who
It's a
teaches
risk.
very good, but they have to
People don't
question.
want people don't want to risk themselves because for something they don't think isn't true.
Yeah,
People don't want others to think about them that
yeah,
they're crazy,
yeah. No, but
like they think of us. Us, we think of it as a compliment when somebody says, "Oh, you're crazy. Take the tinfoil hat off." We take that as a compliment because it means they're listening. But
yeah,
people won't. Some people won't be happy about it.
I know.
But you need to take the risk.
Yeah,
People need to take that risk because if you have, if you won't sacrifice anything, you can't change anything.
exactly, exactly, exactly. And if you don't do anything, they will continue their plan what they have. I mean, I not even want to imagine what will be next. And if people
Oh, I
are
don't even
quiet,
want to
yeah,
next.
yeah. I mean, they're advanced with their technology at least years. They're ahead of what we are using now. All the cell phones we have, it's outdated since years, since 40 years. You
They
know,
probably they probably had what we have now in
yeah.
World War II.
Exactly. I mean, for example, with mind control, it's not now or after the year
Yeah, it
2000.
was
They have
around in the 70s and 80s
no before in the 40s.
with
They say they
with
started.
CIA up and K Ultra.
Uh-huh. I don't know if you have seen the movie Manchurian Candidate. There's one version with I think with Frank Sinatra, and it's an old movie. I mean, even
I've not
black
seen.
and white. Yeah, black and white. Later, they made a new version of it in color with new actors and everything. But they had the mind control program, uh, yeah, in the Second World War at least, and maybe even before. I mean, it's the same thing what happened with the chemtrails. They were experimenting with this in the 20s and 30s. I mean, I have seen black and white movies with the old double deckers, fucking
Mm.
long trails, and they fell down, hurt, but now they have it developed, so they're staying in the sky. They made experiments with everything, even mind control, since years before. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they've been
nothing new.
practicing this stuff for years.
Yeah. So imagine we are now buying and buying always new stuff. What we see is new, iPhone 4, 5, 6, etc. And this is outdated. Camera 16 megapixels, for example. This is a joke. I mean, now they have. I mean, just imagine there are movies when they have satellites and they see the plates of the cars, the numbers, etc. So that is like 20 or 30 years when I saw those movies, and they had that technology in the past. So I mean, cell phone camera or camera with 16, 20 megapixels is a joke. This is so outdated, but they keep us buying and buying because they need the money, and people are falling for this. Announcing a new iPhone, I need it. I have to buy it. I spend the money. I make them.
All this technology comes out when they need something to happen.
Exactly.
And they use everything as a distraction.
Yes, and now the same happens in the World Cup with the football. It's a very good form.
Same thing happens with big movies, as much as I hate to say it, because I will literally sit in the movie theater for between 10 and 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
But I hate to admit it, but that's how it is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why they are having all these things, like movies, music. Also, even with the music, you have to pay for. I mean, I try to get free music from the internet, but the people who have enough money, they say, okay, it's just $1 a song, for example. Doesn't seem much, but if millions of people sing the same, it's millions of dollars. I mean, And this is good money for the technology, you know. They use against us. Yeah, so we have to be careful. I mean, my idea to end the New World Order is don't feed the beast anymore. Buy local. Don't go to supermarkets like Walmart and Home Depot or whatever. I mean,
although that's difficult.
I know it's very difficult because people don't like to look for other stores. The comfort of the Walmarts because they get everything there.
If 4 or 5, even 400 or 500 of us, that they won't feel it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's too less. I mean, there have to be millions against it. Like when they are banning the GMO foods, you know, Monsanto, it's already banned in some countries because
it's banned in just about every civilized country except the United States. Just about.
You still have Monsanto in the States, right?
Huh?
You still have Monsanto operating in the States?
We use it. We use it more than anyone. Like, protect it.
My God, you're protecting the motherfuckers. Oh my God, yeah.
I know. It's terrible, but
yeah. No, people should stand up and say, "Hey, that's shit what we are eating." You know, I mean, my God, poisoning yourselves. No. People have to wake people up. I mean, you are awakened. I'm awakened. I have woken up. Also, some friends, but really, I mean, if you're in that moment, you feel you know it, the truth. Okay, talk to your family member. You have a sister. Take her. Hey, wake up! You know, because if we keep this for ourselves like a secret, because we fear that people laugh at us or whatever, then we will lose anyway. But we can try to talk to someone.
You got to be the ones to pay the price.
Exactly. But waking up the people, and we are getting stronger, other people will wake up too.
They'll laugh at you, they'll ignore you, and those are given, but then they'll realize you're right.
Yeah, and in the end they will say thank you. But, I mean, in my case it was the same. People saw me like a crazy. And now they say, oh yeah, Hans, good information you put on your Facebook wall, for example. But in the past I was just crazy.
Dude, me too. They still call me crazy.
Yeah.
They haven't I'm right, yeah.
Don't worry about it. You're not crazy at all. I mean, you have a friend who supports you in that, you know. And I'm sure. I mean, just saying, if you have a person who claims that he's your best friend and he laughs at you, he's not even your good friend because he not. I mean, if you just talk something and he sees you like crazy, imagine what can you expect from him. If you really feel bad, will he be there? No. And I see that a lot. For example, when I have when the friends have a problem, they're writing, Hans, please help me, give me some money. But they're never saying when you need them.
I'm sorry, my dinner's here. Okay. In a minute, I think, can we do part 2 tomorrow?
Okay, if I have time tomorrow, I have to work too to survive, but there will be a part 2 and I will be glad to have you back. So for today,
I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I had to cut it short.
No, don't worry. I mean, there's always time, and I have time for my friends, and I support you. And great that you had time for talking to me. It was excellent. Thanks so much. And
it was a time. I hope I can be back.
Yes, you will be back. Like Terminator said, I'll be back. You will be back. I will be back too. We will be back. Thanks a lot for having you here. Thanks to people who had the time to watch this. Share it if you like. And
do you want to do it on Friday, Hans?
I'm not sure yet what day exactly I have to work because I'm working as extra, as actor to get some money, and the agency didn't call me yet to tell me what day I have to work. But I'll let you know on Facebook, on inbox. I will tell you. Guess what? If I have time, We can talk the hours you want to talk. There's no time limit, no censorship here with me. So you're always invited also to
And if you ever want to
talk.
guest on my network, you are invited as well.
Excellent. Thank
My
you so
network
much.
is The Truth Speaks on YouTube.
Okay. I accept your invitation, and we have to continue. I mean, for me, it's a pleasure to talk to you and to talk to the world. And I will fight until we win. So count on me. And
To keep the shows up until eventually everyone is awake and everyone is ready to fight.
exactly. Exactly. Okay. Do what you have to do. I will stop the live stream now too, because anyway, we are more than 1.5 hour live here. So see you soon again, and I will let you know in the inbox.
Alright, I hope to talk to you soon.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Okay, so let's close that for today. Yeah, that was my friend Dylan, and a great guy. I mean, I don't know him in person, but I have seen his posts on Facebook and conversation on inbox, etc. I've talked one time before this live stream on Skype with him, and I've seen a picture of him, and I'm so proud that people, I mean, he's 16 years old. You know what people normally do with 16 years? They're playing football in the street and watching just movies, and they don't know what's really going on. And he is awakened, and I hope he is a good example for many other people at that age or younger or older, whatever. We can learn a lot from him. I mean, I learned a lot today too. What happened with the McCamus and the Second World War in the States? I didn't know about that. So, and other things, his quotes he was talking. I mean, that's great. And there's no age here. I mean, if he's young, if someone is older than me, I mean, I don't care. We can learn from each other. So people, I hope it was not too late for you and you had the time to watch it. I mean, you don't have to watch the video. Just listen to the sound when you have a dinner or breakfast. And I think it's better to listen to some information than to listen to a normal radio station with a lot of commercials. Take your time, watch it, and if you like that, please be free to share these links and knowledge. Okay, I will finish the live stream now. Thanks for watching. Love you all, and see you next time.